Hello again. It's time for another video, and this time I've decided to try something different. You're going to see my very first game versus the Shadow and Flame quest, and I pretty much don't know anything about that quest. I do know some things, but there's still going to be lots of surprises, I think. So I hope you enjoyed this format, watching me play my inaugural game. Just to give you a quick impression of what deck I've chosen, I tried to build a 3-hero Secrecy deck. My deck has a starting threat of 21, but between cards like Elrond's Council and Sneak Attack plus Gandalf, I think I should be able to get below 20 pretty soon. I already know that this does not matter anyway in this quest, but I chose to play this deck anyway. What else I'm going to do? I want to soft counter enemies with my low threat by not engaging them, and I've got a couple of forest snares in my deck to remove some more enemies anyway. As far as locations go, I'm trying to hard counter them. I run some Northern Trackers and Atholoth, and in a solo game I think this is plenty of location control. And finally I'm trying to avoid treacheries. That's why Denethor is in this deck. I'm trying to look at the encounter deck and remove all treacheries I see. I also run some copies of Risk Some Light, which is a awesome new addition, I think. And sticking to this theme, I have not included any copies of A Test of Will. Well, because I hope I am not going to need it. Alright, so I said I wanted to play a game against Shadow and Flame without knowing anything, but I do know something. I have seen the preview of the Balrog, and he's a pretty combat beast, hammering me starting with 1 point of threat. I know that there is a Dark Pit location coming up where I'm supposed to push the Balrog into, and I do know that I'm going to start at at 0 threat thanks to the quest stage, which obviously does help a Secrecy deck, but I wanted to play it anyway, so I hope I'm not too much geared towards this quest. I think if I wanted to cheese through this quest, I should have taken Frodo with me, for example. He would be awesome, or Hammer plus Feint. But I did not choose them, well, because I did not intend to play them anyway. So I tried to stay with as less knowledge as possible and try to stay true to my intentions. And it might even turn out that Glorfindel, with his ability of raising my threat by 1 when he commits to a quest, might be not such a good choice after all, because once I hit that 1 point of threat, the Balrog would be hammering me on turn 1. So maybe I'm going to draw my Light of Valinor in my starting hand, but I don't think so. I have only 1 in the deck. Anyway, I guess that's enough talking. Time to go. Okay. Shuffling the deck. And let's see what kind of opening hand I get. Darren's Runes, Stargazer. While I do like Asphalloth, I think I have too few cards in my hand that can help me against a turn 1 Balrog. I either need Light of Valinor, Elrond's Council, or some small chump blocker. So this looks like a mulligan to me. Okay. Slightly better, because Denethor can now defend some Balrog attacks with the Dunedain Warning and Protector of Lorien. I think I Yeah, well, I have no choice anyway. So off we go. Let's do the setup for the encounter deck. We have Nearing the Gate. Remove Dark Pit from the encounter deck, place it aside. Add Durin's Bane to the staging area. Okay. This is the Dark Pit. And I guess that's Durin's Bane. Closing and shuffling. Time for stage 2. 9 quest points needed. Reduce each player's threat to 0. Okay. Doing that. Then reveal X cards from the encounter deck where X is 1 less than the number of players in the game. I guess I'm finished then with those cards. Okay, let's hope I draw something nice for my turn 1. So here we go. Aaaaahh's Council. That indeed is quite nice. It looks like I'm not going to need Protector of Lorien this turn. I would have played it on Denethor if my threat would have increased to more than 1. But as it stands, I can get back to 0, so I'm not going to need it and save my resources for the Master of the Forge, who is going to be really important in this deck. I have lots of single attachments in my deck, so he's really huge, I think. But I'm going to play a Dunedain Warning anyway. This is not going to hurt. And then it's time to go questing. These two guys go questing. I increase my threat to 1. And I think I give Glorfindel a resource. So let's see what the encounter deck has in store for me. I get a Watchful Eyes. I don't really like this one. If attached hero is exhausted at the end of the combat phase. Yeah, well, I think I cannot afford to have it trigger immediately, so I'm going to attach it to Denethor. And then I'm going to play Aaaaahh's Council, reduce my threat to 0, give Theodreds an extra point of willpower. So I have 5 willpower versus 4 points of threat. And I'm making my first point of progress. Okay, I'm honestly not happy to see this one, because I would love to use Denethor right now. But yeah, it's going to cost me. Well, let's see where this is going. Increase my threat by 1. Ready everybody, and next turn. Sweet. 3 resources. Gonna pick one from Theodred to play Resourceful on Denethor. Using 2 of those to play a Master of the Forge. And 2 of those to play the Imlader's Stargazer. Let's see, I'm pretty sure I'm about to get host anyway now. What to do? Well, I think I send those 2 questing again. This time Theodred gives himself a resource and I raise my threat to 2. And let's see what's in store for me. There's a Goblin Scout. Okay, He's not too bad, but he does have 3 points of threat, which I guess don't matter too much in the long run, maybe. Okay, so I have 4 points of threat, and there's I have 4 points of willpower, and there's 7 threat in the staging area, which means I'm up to 5. Okay, now he is engaged with me right now. So before this is going out of hand, I'm going to optionally engage this guy, and then I'm going to deal some shadow cards. First of all, I'm going to let this Goblin Scout undefended. Okay, so he gets +1. He has 2 attack points. I guess I put 2 damage on Theodred. And then done here, Denethor is going to defend against the Balrog, which is, yeah, has no shadow effect, but looks nasty anyway. That's 2 damage for you, sir. Then I'm going to use the Master of the Forge, looking at my top 5 cards. And there is a Light of Valinor, which I'm going to put in my hand. Then I'm going to shuffle this deck. Then I'm going to look at the top 5 cards with the Stargazer. Unexpected Courage looks like a good choice for Denethor, I think. The Warden of Healing might be needed anyway. Let's see. Sneak attack would be alright if I would have Gandalf, but I don't. I guess I have to take the healing guy right now, otherwise I might soon find myself dead. Oops, it's the Stargazer, I'm sorry, I'm not taking any of those cards. Can't put it back there, so I'm going to place it back like this. Looking at the 5 cards again, I want to draw the Warden. I currently do not want to draw this one, and the rest can stay for now. Okay, now it's end of the combat phase, and I'm going to get an extra card, which is the Mountain's Roots. Yeah, that's not too bad, I can live with that one. Time for the refresh phase. And I'm gonna draw a card. Surprise, surprise. Getting 1 resource for everybody and an extra resource for Denethor. I'm going to obviously play Light of Valinor for Glorfindel. And then I'm going to play a Warden of Healing, which might be nice, I guess. Alright, time to go questing. I sent Theodred and Glorfindel again. I don't think there's point in sending anybody else. I might even not send Theodred, but no, I don't need to combat too much. Okay, the card this turn is another Mountain's Roots. That looks pretty tame, I guess. So I have 4 willpower versus 6 points of threat. I'm raising my threat by 2. And now I'm going to travel to one of those. Might as well get rid of them at some point. Okay, time for shadow cards. The Scout is going undefended again, which gives me 1 point of damage that I'm going to put on Glorfindel. And now this Stargazer defends against Durin's Bane. And Many-Thonged Whip. Aha. Glad that this is not coming off the encounter deck, I think. So you are dead. Then I'm going to attack the Goblin Scout with Glorfindel. Then gonna use the Master of the Forge. Looking, whoop, that's too much, sorry. Looking at the top 5 cards. And I guess out of those it's absolutely time for Unexpected Courage so that I can start using Denethor in a safe way. So I'm taking this one and I'm shuffling my deck. Then I'm going to heal Glorfindel, Denethor. And I don't want to be getting too many cards in the staging area, so I'm not going to use Denethor right now. Okay, time for refresh phase. I draw a card. Always nice to see Gandalf. I have 8 resources, so I might as well play Gandalf, but my threat is already too far above 1. On the other hand, Gandalf is a nice defender for Durham Spain. I currently don't want to use my allies. Denethor could defend him, but I think I want to get to use his ability sooner or later now. So let's see, I'm starting with 2 resources for an Unexpected Courage. Then I really should be putting a Protector of Lorien out there. Maybe I have to use Denethor after all. And I want to play Gandalf, but instead of reducing my threat, I think it's time to draw 3 cards. Nice. This is a card I wanted to see right now, which I'm obviously going to play. So, dear encounter deck, let's see what you got in store. Okay, there is a chance encounter. Put the top enemy in the encounter discard pile into play, engaged with the first player. This would bring a Goblin Scout into play, which is not too bad. Then I have Inner Flame. Durin's Bane gets +3 attack until the end of the round. The first player may remove 1 questing hero he controls from the quest to cancel this effect. And then a Goblin Swordsman. Let's see. I think the chance encounter is not too bad. And actually Inner Flame ain't too bad either if I want to defend with Gandalf anyway. But since I have some locations building up, I might want to get Gandalf questing. Let's see, Denethor can take a hit, and thanks to Risk Some Light, I already know the next card that is upcoming. So in this case, I'm going to place the Goblin Swordsman on the bottom. Didn't say I move that anywhere. I think I have to trust the software on this one. So I can absolutely wait, if I'm taking the chance encounter for my next turn, I'm getting dumb. One of those cards is going to be the Shadow Effect. So I guess I want Inner Flame, and then this as a Shadow Effect doesn't hurt too much, I guess. Alright, time to go questing then. I'm questing with Gandalf, Theodred and Glorfindel for 8 willpower, and it's Inner Flame. I'm going to remove Theodred from the quest. Yeah, to cancel this effect. Now I have 7 willpower left. There is 5 threat in the staging area, which gives me 2 points of progress. I think I like that. Now I'm going to travel to the second mountain ruins. I'm going to heal Denethor and Theodred. I'm going to use my master, looking at the top 5 cards. There is Asphalloth. No other choice, but it's a good card anyway. And then it's time for combat. And Denethor is going to defend Durin's Bane. And he has 9 attack points right now. Denethor has 4 defense thanks to the Dunedain warning. And I'm going to discard 3 cards. 1, 2, and my second master to get him up to 7 defense, which gives him 2 damage. And yeah, no point in attacking with Glorfindel, I guess. But anyway, I made it through another turn. I'm going to use Unexpected Courage to ready him, and then it's time for the refresh phase, up to 10 points of threat. And I'm drawing a card. Another Gandalf. Okay. Oops, I forgot to discard him. I really would like to play Asphalloth, but I don't think it's too critical right now. I'd rather have a fresh defender for the Balrog. And he gives me one of those forest snares back. Okay. Do I need to make much progress? No, but Theodred is going anyway, and Glorfindel, he's going too. And Theodred gives himself, no, Glorfindel a resource. Alright, what's upcoming? Let's see. It's the second hall. While second hall is the active location, it gains force after a character leaves play. Reveal 1 card from the encounter deck and add it to the staging area. There are some nasty game designers around there. The Balrog is going to kill many characters, but fortunately I've got Asphalloth, so I can get rid of it very soon. Okay, apart from that, I have 4 points of willpower versus 8 points of threat, bringing me up to 14. I'm not going to travel, I can't, and I would not if I could. Time for combat. And I'm going to defend with my dwarf. Ranging Goblin. That's kind of an ugly one. But anyway. Each player must deal 1 damage to a hero he controls. Okay. He's leaving early. Anyway, my dwarf is dead. And I can do some actions. I'm going to heal Denethor, Theodred, and I'm going to look at the top 5 cards. And there is no attachment this time. Bad luck for me. Okay. Then I'm going to look at the top of the encounter deck. And there is a second deep. While Durin's Bane has no damage on it, progress tokens cannot be placed on second deep. This does not sound nice. I'm very far away from damaging Durin's Bane anyway. And I don't think I want to have 3 points of threat lying around in the staging area. I mean, I'm only at 14 points of threat right now, but it might get out of hand very quickly and I have to try and keep it to a secrecy level as long as I can. So the card is going to the bottom of the encounter deck. And then I'm going to ready him. Okay, that's it. 15 threat, I ready everything. Draw a card. I get 3 resources and 1 more for Denethor. I obviously played Daron's Runes. Drawing 2 more cards. Nice. Discard the Forest Snare. Looks like we are rolling. Playing Risk some light. So let's see, we have 3 more cards coming. And there's this Stray Goblin. He's pretty easy going. Then the Ranging Goblin. 1 damage to a hero he controls. After a character leaves play. Okay, I might take him and have him get reshuffled in the encounter deck, which would not be really bad, I guess. And I have a Goblin Swordsman. Okay, so 1 card is coming up. A second card is going to be a shadow effect. I could sneak in Gandalf, and when he leaves play, he gets shuffled back. Do I want to do this? Let's see. I think that's not too bad of an idea. And this Stray Goblin is going to be my shadow effects. So the Goblin Swordsman is going to the bottom of the encounter deck. And these are going to be rearranged like this. Then going to pay 2 resources for Athfoloth, sending him to Glorfindel, and I'm going to explore this immediately. No point in waiting there. Then it's time for the quest phase. Paying 1 resource for a sneak attack. Bring in Gandalf, draw 3 cards. Sweet. And I will have 6 threat in the staging area. I'm going to send 8. That should be enough for now. Well, don't have much more anyway, and Theodreds is going to place a resource on himself. Okay, I'm going to reveal a Ranging Goblin. He might be raging, I don't know. Place 1 damage on Theodreds. I make 2 points of progress. 1, 2. Slowly but steady. Well, let's see. Yeah, end of the quest phase. Gandalf goes back to my hand. The Ranging Goblin goes back to the encounter deck, and so does the Mountain's Roots. Going to shuffle this one. It's always nice to have 2 easy cards in there. Okay, I just realized that now I don't know the shadow card for Durin's Bane. But guess I can live with that. Going to heal Denethor first thing. Now time for combat. And Denethor defends Durin's Bane. There is a second deep going away. That's good. And he gets 2 points of damage. Don't think I want to discard anything right now. Okay, time to use the Master of the Forge. And still no attachment. Guess I have drawn lots of them already. And I'm going to ready Denethor. I don't want extra cards. Okay, I'm up at 16 threat. And next round, drawing another Master. 1 resource, second resource. I'm taking 1 resource of Glorfindel to play a second resourceful for Denethor. I take 2 of those to get a second Master of the Forge. And then let's see, I have played 1 Gandalf already, and I might need his damage ability later to get some kind of progress on Durin's Bane. So I think I might hold back on using him. But on the other hand, I need some progress. I mean, what good is it if I can stall the game all day and not ever see stage 2 or 3? Yeah, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 resources. Playing Gandalf, drawing 3 cards. Sounds good. Then I go questing with Theodreds, Glorfindel, and Gandalf, placing 1 resource on Glorfindel. And I'm gonna reveal a card, which is a Stray Goblin. That means I have 8 willpower, where there's 5 threat, and I actually make 3 points of progress, picking up the pace a little bit. Okay, nothing to travel to. I want to engage this Stray Goblin. Going to deal some shadow cards. Let's see. I'm going to let this guy go undefended. And he gets +3 attack. Oh, that's nasty. So I'm placing 4 damage on Glorfindel. I'm going to use the Warden of Healing to remove damage here. And now I have to make an attack with the Balrog. Let's see, have I enough cards for Denethor? He would take 2 damage right now, which is already plenty. I think I have to use one of those masters. Okay, another point of attack. This one is dead. And I'm finally going to hit the Stray Goblin. Just realized that I would need 1 more point of attack. I guess I can live with this for now. Now I'm going to use my master to see if I can get some more attachments out there. Still no attachments in there. My deck seems to be pretty depleted. And then I'm going to use Denethor. Next up is a Goblin Swordsman. He's not too bad, I guess. But it depends on the stuff I can do with it. Yeah, I guess I can live with the Swordsman. And then I'm going to ready Denethor. Okay, time for the refresh phase. 1 point of threat. I ready everybody. Bye bye Gandalf. Next round, drawing a card. 1 resource, 1, 2 extra. I'm going to pay 2 for my Imladder Stargazer. I would love to be able to play the Dunedain Watcher right now, so that I can cancel shadow cards if I get some of those evil ones. But I guess, well, that's wishful thinking. Okay, nothing else to play for the moment. I know that there is a Goblin Swordsman upcoming. Okay, I'm going questing with these 2 guys. And placing a resource on Glorfindel. Wrong buttons. Okay, and there is a Goblin Swordsman upcoming. Going to play Elrond's Council, reducing my threat to 14 and giving Theodred an extra point of willpower, so I have 5 versus 5, making no progress. I'm going to leave this guy in the staging area this time, and then it's time for combat again. I guess I can live with not using the Master of the Forge for 1 turn. So I'm going to defend the Stray Goblin with it. If attacking enemy is Durin's Bane, the defending player discards all attachments he... Luckily I did not run into this one on Durin's Bane. Well, I mean, no one knows, it might be another one upcoming. Okay, I'm going to heal 2 points of damage. And then Denethor defends against Durin's Bane. Okay, no shadow effect. And he gets 2 points of fresh damage. And then I'm going to attack the Stray Goblin, killing it. And looking at the top 5 cards of my deck. Let's see. I don't really need a Northern Tracker. Gandalf is always nice, but, well, I'm pretty far away from getting some real damage through. I don't need a second Dunedain Watcher. I guess I will take Risk some light as long as I'm in Secrecy mode. Elrond's Council is good. Northern Tracker is not needed at the moment. I guess I take it like that. Okay, and I'm going to ready Denethor. Time for the refresh phase. Drawing a card. Resources, 1, 2 more. I play Risk some light for free. And let's see what we get. Durin's Bane makes an immediate attack against the first player. I guess I don't like this. Goblin Swordsman is a Goblin Swordsman. And Messing in the Deep, doomed 1. When revealed, reveal 1 additional card from the encounter deck. I guess the Swordsman is the least dangerous of them. I might even kill one with Glorfindel. So the Swordsman is coming up. And then I have this card as a shadow effect, maybe. Or no, since one of those swordsmen, if I engage them, is going to get this maybe, and he's not Durin's Bane, then this is a blank shadow card. So Messing in the Deep is going on the bottom. Pardon me. I'm going to move it out there first. And now I'm going to move it to the bottom. Serprim moves Messing in the Deep to Serprim's encounter deck. Did it end up on top? No, not all cards. Top cards. Why are you there? I want you to go to the bottom. Alright, bottom of the encounter deck. So, now I'm going to pay 3 resources for a Dunedain Watcher. 1, 2, 3, 4 resources for Haldir of Lorien. I think I'm starting to make some progress. And do I want to reach stage 2 right now, or don't I? I have 6 threat upcoming in the staging area, and I need 3 more progress, so 9 willpower it would be. I don't even have that much. Okay, then I'm going questing with these guys for 1, 4, 5, 7 willpower. And I place a resource on Glorfindel. Surprise, surprise, there is a swordsman upcoming, which means I'm going to make 1 point of progress. I do optionally engage one of them. And it's time for combat. Let's see. I think Denethor might defend against the swordsman, and Durin's Bane has to eat one of my little ones. There are currently no attachments in my top 5 cards anyway, so I think I can live without the Master of the Forge. But he shuffles my deck, which is its good thing. I also don't know what's the shadow card of Durin's Bane. It might be bad. So yeah, I guess I play it safe, and this guy defends the Goblin Swordsman. Nothing happening. And the Master of the Forge defends Durin's Bane. Getting killed. Then I'm going to heal some damage, looking at the top 5 cards of my deck. Out of those cards, let's see. I can't pay for this one right now. This one might be nice for some combat later. Elrond's Council might be the last point of willpower I need to get through the quest stage, but I guess I'm going to take Resourceful in order to get some more resources early. Can't play these anyway because I want to play Elfhelm. Okay, that's it. And Glorfindel attacks the Goblin Swordsman, killing it. Going to ready Denethor, and now it's time for the refresh phase. Up to 16 points of threat, readying everybody, drawing a card, no surprises. 1, 2 more. I'm going to take one of him and going to place Resourceful on Glorfindel. For 4 points of resources, I'm getting Elfhelm. And let's see, do I want to start some damage on Durin's Bane? I don't think I'm at a position to do that yet. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to quest like last turn with a total of 7 willpower. And I'm going to reveal a Goblin Scout. I don't like you, sir. But anyway. So there is 8 points of threat in the staging area. I'm going to lose by 1, but I have Elfhelm, so I'm not going to raise my threat. Then, since I'm below 25, I'm going to optionally engage this scout and going to deal some shadow cards. Okay, first things first, going to heal my guys, and then Denethor defense against Durin's Bane. Inner Shadow, heal 5 damage from Durin's Bane if able. Okay. Nasty. I have 4 defense. That brings 2 damage to Denethor. I'm not going to discard 4 Gondor for the Protector of Lorien, because 4 Gondor might be my only chance at, yeah, getting some damage on Durin's Bane later. And then this guy is going to get defended by Elfhelm. If attacking enemies Durin's Bane, I'm so lucky. Okay, so Glorfindel goes killing the scout, and I'm going to have a look at the top 5 cards. Do I want Darren's Runes? It's usually a good thing. Out of those cards I would draw 2, have to discard one of those. Don't think I need Gandalf yet. Can't pay for this one. Given the way how Dark Pit works, I might want to keep some high cost cards here in the deck and not draw them at all. So I think this is actually a position where I do not want to play Darren's Runes at the moment. Rather, I draw Elrond's Council so that I can keep my threat below 20 for the moment. Yeah, that's it. And I ready Denethor. Okay, refresh phase. Guess that's going to be a long game. 1 resource for everybody, 1, 2 for Denethor, 1 extra for him. Let's see, I don't need to play anything, but I go questing like this again. Glorfindel gets a resource. And the card is Goblin Tunnels. Yeah, that's not too bad. Finally some locations. Okay, so I still have 7 willpower, and there is 7 threat in the staging area. I again make no progress, and I don't think I need to play Elrond's Council right now. So I'm traveling to the Goblin Tunnels. I will optionally engage the Goblin Swordsman. I'm going to deal shadow cards. Then Elfhelm defends against the Goblin Swordsman. Okay, no effect for you, sir. I'm going to give him 1 damage. Going to heal some damage. Then I'm going to pay 2 resources to ready the Warden of Healing. And then Denethor defense against Durin's Bane. Glad that I don't have a cave troll in the game now. But Durin's Bane has 6 attack, I have 4 defense. So I'm going to heal 1 damage of Denethor, and now I'm going to take 2 points of fresh damage. Then Glorfindel attacks the swordsman, killing it. I'm gonna use Asphalot for 2 points of progress. Going to look at the top 5 cards of my deck. Okay, Steward of Gondor. I'm not exactly starving for resources. I would much rather like to see a sneak attack, so that I might use Gandalf extra. But I think still the Steward of Gondor looks pretty sweet for Denethor, so that I can ready the Warden of Healing over and over and over again. Yeah, that sounds alright. I can put this one on top of the deck. Going to draw the 2 low-cost cards for now, so that I'm going to see fresh cards in the future. And then Denethor is going to ready himself up to 18 points of threat. I ready everybody. Draw a card, no surprise. Going to play Daron's Runes, drawing 2 cards, and let's see how many important Secrecy cards do I have left. I think I want to stay in Secrecy mode, so the Dúnedain Watcher has to go for now. And I'm getting some fresh resources. For 1-2 resources, there is the Steward of Gondor. For Denethor, bring up to 10. That looks like plenty of healing is going around. And that's it. Going questing. Yeah, that's got to do. Counterspell. When revealed, attach counterspell to Durin's Bane. Counts as a condition attachment. When a player plays an event, discard the top card of the encounter deck. If that card is a treachery card, cancel the effects of the event. Discard the play event. The event. What? Discard the event player's hand? And discard counterspell from play. You gotta be kidding me. So basically, 4 Gondor might be countered and everything, and my rest of my hand is going to get discarded. Yeah, evil game designers. Apart from that, I'm going to place 2 points of progress on the Goblin Tunnels, and I still have 7 points of willpower versus 4 points of threat, which explores the tunnels. I'm so close getting to stage 2 right now. Then going to heal 1 point from Denethor, paying 2 to ready him, heal 1 more, like this, and ready him once more. Now he's going to attack with and Denethor defense. If attacking enemy is Durin's Bane, it gets +3. I can't really say that I like this one. So he has 9 attack, I have 4 defense. Even if I discard everything for Protector of Lorien, Denethor would die. So basically I'm going to have to cancel this one. Well, it's still 2 points of damage going through. And I'm going to heal 1 point. Then I'm going to ready the Warden and heal another one of those points. Okay, time for the Stargazer. And interesting. I would like to draw some cards, but there is no location out there right now. He's a good chump blocker though. I think that's nice. And the Northern Tracker can help me finally get some points of damage on him. So let's see, do I want Timely 8 first to get the Northern Tracker out? I guess that's the smartest move, because it shuffles my deck so the Stargazer can reveal something new then. Okay. Gonna ready Denethor. And time for the refresh phase. New round, drawing Timely 8. That's no surprise. 1, 2 extra here, 1, 2 extra here. Steward of Gondor, another 2 extra. Yeah, I'm going to play Timely 8 as long as I'm in Secrecy mode. Looking at the top 5 cards. And out of these, oh, I would love to get the Path of Need. Why, oh why do I have to kill so many Masters of the Forge? Path of Need, and this could be really good for the game. Well, anyway, Northern Tracker goes into play. And I'm going to shuffle you. Don't shuffle the Path of Need too deep, please. Anyway, time to go questing with these guys again for 7 points of willpower. Oh, it's a slog. And there is a Fury Sword. Holy crap. So he has 9 points of attack, which simply means Denethor is now out of the question to defend. Yeah, whatever. There is this. Sending it to the back. But I'm making 3 points of progress. Finally seeing stage 2. Stage 2B. Forced. If at least one hero committed to the quest this round, place 4 progress tokens on the rear guard, bypassing any active location at the end of the quest phase. If Durian's Bane has 0 hit points, advance to the next stage of the scenario immediately. Okay. Interesting. Alright. Time for some combat. I guess there's no point in healing anymore, so this Warden of Healing defends. No shadow effect. The guy is dead. Gonna look at the top 5 cards of my deck. Yeah, Path of Need. Now I would also need a location for it, but it's in the top cards. That's not too bad. I guess I want the Snowborn Scout for now, so that I have a chump blocker. I'm currently putting the more expensive cards on the bottom, because I don't know, maybe there is a card in the encounter deck that lets me discard from the top of my deck. So I don't want to lose the expensive cards for the Dark Pit. Yeah, for now I'm going to draw the Snowborn Scout. Bam. Okay. I could get 3 damage on Durian's Bane, which he immediately would regenerate, so I'm not going to do this. Instead, I'm going to look at the top of the encounter deck. Peeking. A Goblin Swordsman. I can live with that. Nothing else left to do apart from readying Denethor before the Watchful Eyes kick in. Now I'm at 20 threat, last chance for any secrecy things. Getting 1 resource, 1, 2 extra, 1 extra, and 1, 2 extra. Looks like I have too much right now, but anyway. So there is 1 point of resource for a Snowborn Scout. Yeah, given how this quest phase works, I'm about to get some point of progress. He goes questing, he goes questing, and that's that. Placing 1 resource on Theodreds. I reveal my Goblin Swordsman. So I have 4 willpower versus 5 points of threat, but I am going to play Elrond's Counsel because I want to try and stay below 20. But first I have to check the counterspell. Oh wait, I discard the event player's hand. I cannot risk it. I have to play for Gondor at a good moment and maybe make sure with Denethor that there's nothing bad upcoming. So yeah, can't do too much right now. I shouldn't play it. But I'm not going to raise my threat anyway because I have Elfhelm. And since at least 1 hero was committed, I'm going to place 4 points of progress. Then I'm going to engage the Goblin Swordsman. Let's see, Denethor defends the Swordsman. He gets plus X, which is plus 1, but that means he has 4 attack with 4 defense. And the Scout defends against Durin's Bane. There is nothing happening except that the Scout is going to die. And then I'm going to look at the top 5 cards. Okay, I have Gandalf. I have the option of Sneak Attack, but it might be cancelled anyway. Let's see, I guess the best thing right now is to get a jump blocker. Sneak Attack can actually, yeah, can stay here. I would love to get Passive Need out right now. Yeah, but I have to get a location first. Okay, and I'm going to attack the Goblin Swordsman. And I have 6 attack, so I could get 3 damage, which he would immediately heal again. Tough quest. Let's see, refresh phase. Wait, I'm going to ready him first. And I'm going to draw a card. Surprise, surprise, it's the Warden of Healing. 1 resource, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oops, there was 1 too much. 1, 2 more here. Gonna play the Warden. And yeah, I don't really need to commit anybody, but Glorfindel is going questing since he can. The next card is Fires in the Deep. Aha, each player must discard 1 ally he controls if able. If Fires in the Deep discarded no allies, it gains Search. All my nice expensive allies. I want combat. with you. Most of them have 2 attack anyway. Okay, Warden of Healing has to go. I have 3 willpower with 4 threat. Elfhelm prevents my threat from increasing, but I'm going to make 4 points of progress. 2 more rounds till I'm there. Time for a shadow card. Yeah, the Northern Tracker has to jump in between. Okay, counter spell. Doing nothing, but the tracker is dead. So let's see, I finally might get some damage on Durin's Bane that sticks. But first things first, I'm going to peek at the encounter deck. A Ranging Goblin. He's not really that bad. Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunately no location, but I think I take a easy Goblin over a random possibly location or something worse any day. Okay, time for the Stargazer to do her thing. I guess he's a good card for now. Yeah. And since I might lose my Stargazer sooner or later, if I get something like this again, like the discard and ally card from last time, I'm going to place Sneak Attack now on the bottom. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, and I'm attacking. First time. 2, 5, 7, 9 attack for 6 points of damage. Look what I did there. Going to ready Denethor, and now it's refresh phase. I'm +1 threat. I ready everything, and he loses 3 of those hard-earned damage points. Okay. Next round, I draw a card. 1 extra resource, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Gonna play this guy. No reason not to. The top attachment is Forest Snare. Okay. There's this guy upcoming, but I only need to commit 1 hero anyway. So Glorfindel is going to commit to the quest. I have 3 willpower versus 3, so I'm short by 3 willpower, which increases my threat by 2, thanks to Elfhelm. And I'm going to make 4 points of progress. Now I'm going to engage this one. We're going to get some shadow cards. First of all, this guy goes undefended. Okay. Another goblin for the staging area. And this guy defends against Durin's Bane. Yeah, he has 12 attack. He could have 20 right now for all I care. So this guy is dead. Let's see, how is the Dark Pit going to work? It's a refresh action. Exhaust 3, up to 3 characters, discarding the top X cards of my deck. Wow, I have to really be careful that I even have cards in my deck left at that point. Okay, so I can maybe get something like 6 to 8. I should at least get 20 damage on him, I guess. That's not going to happen right now, so I think I might have to wait with 4 Gondor. But first I'm going to peek at the encounter deck. Oh, I'm completely forgot that this guy, he went through undefended and has to place 1 point of damage somewhere. And he had no shadow effect. Okay, so there's a Goblin Scout upcoming. I guess that's okay, even though I will not be able to engage him at that point. Right now all that matters is Durin's Bane. I could play around the counter spell right now. Not sure if I should. I get another 6 damage, which means 3 more on him, and I could get 4 more with 4 Gondor. I don't think it's worth it right now. So yeah, ready Denethor, looking at my top 5 cards. I think I like this one for chump blocking. Next turn there will be the Dark Pit, so the Path of Need is going to be interesting. And the turn after, I think Gandalf might come in for some damage. Maybe I can't sneak him. That's too much to set up. I have to draw it for another turn. Then I have to circumvent the counterspell. That's too much. So probably like this. Still, that's 10 points of value for the Dark Pit, which might not be too bad. Okay. Time to take the Balrog for 9 again, which brings 6 damage. And that's it. I'm up at 25 threat. I ready everybody. And I remove 3 damage here. Okay. Drawing a card, getting a ton of resources. And I'm going to play 1, 2. Another Hammersmith, and I think the top card might be the second Forest Snare. Yeah, there it is. So just because I can, I'm going to place a Forest Snare on this guy. Don't want to bother with him. Time to go questing. Glorfindel goes questing. There is a Goblin Scout upcoming. So I have 3 willpower versus 8, which increases my threat by 4. But I also get my next 4 points of progress. Which brings me to stage 3. Let's see. When revealed, Durin's Bane makes an immediate attack on the first player. I guess that's me. Oh boy. Did I use the Stargazer properly? I think I did. So the Stargazer is going to defend... Oh wait, I'm really not sure if I can kill the Stargazer, because I want to set up the Dark Pit. So the Hammersmith is going to defend the attack for now. Yeah, you get +3 attack, I don't care. This guy's dead. Now I'm going to add Dark Pit to the staging area. And players cannot win the game while Durin's Bane is at play. If Durin's Bane leaves play by the effect of Dark Pit, the players have won the game. Let's see. Okay, nothing to travel. I have to engage this one and I cannot engage the other one. So what can I do? Okay, first of all, time for some shadow effects. I'm going to discard this one immediately. Another Inner Flame. Let's see, he has 9 attack. Denethor could get 7 defense, but I can't cancel shit. So yeah, Denethor defends against this guy. Nothing bad happening. Let's see, I think I have Path of Need, Gandalf, Northern Tracker, Sneak Attack. Was this the order I placed them? I hope so. So, Imnadr Stargazer defends against Durin's Bane. Yeah, he's no goblin. But anyway, he has enough to kill her. Going to ready Denethor. Okay, placing another 6 damage on Durin's Bane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whew. And end of turn. +1. I ready everybody. I'm removing 3 of him. And let's see if I did it correctly. Sweet. The Path of Need when you need it. Okay. Just because it doesn't matter any other way, I'm going to play Forest Snare on this goblin. And I'm going to play Path of Need on the Dark Pit. So, heroes do not exhaust to attack, defend, or commit to a quest. Nice! Loving it. Yeah, so these 3 guys go questing. Theodred gives himself a resource. Still will be hard to make progress, I think. But maybe I get the Dark Pit away earlier. Yeah, let's see. The card coming this turn is a Inner Shadow. Oh, come on. Heal 5 damage from Durin's Bane if able. The first player may remove 1 questing hero. Yeah, Theodred is no longer questing, but it surges anyway. So here we have a second counterspell. This is going to mess up my 4 Gondor. Yeah, whatever. Okay, I have 4 willpower committed left, which means I increase my threat by 3. 1, 2, 3. Now it's time for combat, some shadow cards. I'm discarding these 2 immediately. Now the question is, I could, if I'm lucky, have Denethor survive this one. And I think since I'm going to need some points of damage on Durin's Bane pretty soon, Whew. Tough decisions. Well, let's see. I could also. How does counterspell work? Discard the top card of the encounter deck. I might actually run circles around the counterspell once the encounter deck is depleted. So there's one card coming up next. Maybe it even surges. And then I'm going to get some shadow effects. It hurts to do this, but Haldir is going to defend. Yeah, Denethor would be dead. Come on, Haldir. Okay. Now, since these guys do not exhaust to attack, Theodred is going to attack this goblin for 1 damage, this goblin for 1 damage, and everybody together is going to attack Durin's Bane for 8 attack, bringing 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on there. I'm going to use Asphalos on the Dark Pit. I guess I forgot this one last turn. Going to use Denethor for his ability. A Stray Goblin. That's a good card. I like it. Okay. Alright, ready, Denethor? Whew! Getting close. 1 extra point of threat. I ready, everybody. He removes 3 points of damage. 11. 11 is not that bad. Well, anyway, I'm drawing a card. It's Gandalf. 1, 1, 2, 1, and another 1, 2. Okay. This is starting to look really, really nice. Loving it. So for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 resources. Wait. I'm drawing Sneak Attack in one of my next turns. Maybe I should do this with Sneak Attack for more damage. Let's see. Durin's Bane is at 15 damage after Gandalf. Then I'm going to have 2, 3, 6, 8, 12 attack, 17 attack with 4 Gondor. That's 14 damage. That's 29 points of damage. I like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess it's time for some Thou Shall Not Pass. 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. Loving it. Okay, all my 3 heroes are going questing. Theodred gives himself a resource. It's a Stray Goblin. I knew that one. So I have 5 willpower versus 8 points of threat. I'm 3 points shy, so I'm going to raise my threat by 2. Now it's time for combat. I'm going to engage the Stray Goblin. Yeah, only that one. Now he gets a shadow card, he gets a shadow card, he gets a shadow card, and he gets a shadow card. Okay, I think I miscounted slightly. But anyway, this is looking good. I'm going to discard these 2 shadow cards, just because. Now Denethor starts off by defending the Stray Goblin. And Elfhelm has to jump between Durin's Bane. Yeah, he's dead no matter what. Elfhelm is dead. And that's awesome. Because I'm going to pay 1, 2 resources for Gondor. All my bodies get +1 attack, so I'm attacking Durin's Bane, obviously, for 5, 9, oops, does not exhaust, 9, 11, 14. 14 makes 11 points of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Woohoo! Awesome. Yeah, now all my guys are attacking and killing these 3 goblins, thanks to Path of Need. Guess I'm going to trigger the Dark Pit. So there is a Northern Tracker and a Sneak Attack, and I'm not 100% sure which is where. Let's see, do I win on a tie? Have a higher combined printed cost than the remaining hit points. So in this case, using 2 characters for 1 2 card and the second card. It was Sneak Attack and Northern Tracker. Discard Durin's Bane from play. Bam. Whew. Using Asphalot, 1 2 points of progress. Whew. Sweet. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I might have waited a turn. Because Durin's Bane can now come again. And I guess I have to quit then. Anyway, time for refresh phase. 37 threat. I ready everything. Gandalf gets discarded. And that's that. Resources 1, 1, 2, 1, another 1, 2. Going to draw a card. It's timely 8. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to play timely 8. Why shouldn't I? Looking at the top 5 cards. Yeah, I have 1 ally, and it's the awesome Snowborn Scout. Bring me 1 point of progress. And then all my 3 heroes are going questing. Theodred gives himself a resource. And now going to reshuffle this deck. Whew. Time to take a deep breath, reveal a card. It's a Fury Sword. I think there is no Durin's Bane to attach it to, so I'm going to discard it. I'm so going to discard it. I have 5 willpower versus 4 points of threat. I am going to make 1 point of progress. And since I'm at 37 threat, I'm going to engage both enemies. First of all, Denethor defends against this one. Come on, I don't want too many enemies. And Denethor defends against the second one. Okay, nothing happening here. And yeah, Glorfindel and Theodreds both kill those guys. Using Asphalot for 1 2 points of progress. Using Denethor to peek at the encounter deck. Oh, how I would love to see Durin's Bane there. But it's a Ranging Goblin. I can live with that one. Gonna ready Denethor. And that's all I can do. I'm at 38 threat. I ready everything. Going to draw a card. It's Darren's Runes. Let's see, I have 5 points of willpower. There's 3 threat in the staging area. Yeah, just for the sake of it, playing Darren's Runes. Discard the Ancient Matham, there's not enough to draw anyway. I'm going to go questing with all 3 heroes, playing Elrond's Council to give Theodred an extra point of willpower. 1, 2, 3. Like this. And let's reveal the card. It's the Ranging Goblin. I need to deal 1 damage. This can go to you. I'm using Asphaleth for 1-2 points of progress. And I have 6 willpower versus 3 points of threat, making 1, 2, 3 points of progress. Woohoo! Sorry if this was too loud for you. I did it! Shadow and Flame is beaten. The Path of Need saved the day, and it did so big time. Okay, I'm not trying to make this video much longer. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you find these type of videos interesting, where I play a quest for the very first time without knowing what's up ahead. And if you like this idea, I will make sure that I'm not going to read any spoilers from the next quest as far as possible. Yeah, so I guess that's it. Thank you, bye bye, and see you next time.